Welcome back to the Fetaverse. Before we get this started, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, just subscribe to Fendi Feta Topic, which you'll get all my music. And subscribe to Feta Vivo, Feta Vivo, Vevo. That's where you get my videos. Now we're here to talk about the music. That's what this page is about. Do a lot of things. I cook and things like that. But my main focus is making music and making videos, right? So let's start the career off. My last video, I told you how I started rapping and everything when I was a youngin'. But recently, I dived deeper into it because I came from an era where we had to make CDs. And I told you about the B Club, so it was like we had to make a CD, and then only one nigga had the CD because they only gave us one copy. This is free. It's free studio time. So it's five niggas trying to circulate I'm sorry, we trying to pass around the CD, right? So during quarantine was a very interesting point in my life. A lot of people went into depression, and I was a little depressed. I'm not gonna lie to you because there was no contact with people. There's very few contact at first, right? But the whole thing about it is the first time in my life where I actually could sustain a lifestyle and have fun. I've worked all my life. I had to get up 6 a.m. to be at work at 8 to 6 o'clock, sometimes 9 o'clock at night. Going to work at 4 o'clock at night and come out 2, 3 in the morning. So my latest shift was at 4 in the afternoon to 5 a.m. I'll never forget. The manager pulled up. He said, "Yo, what are y'all doing? Y'all open?" He said, "No, we closed. We still here from the night before." So that's the life I was in. So I wasn't really able to make music or do things I want to do. I went to the gym a little bit, and I want to get back into that, definitely. So basically, I smoke a hookah. It's banana blueberry. That's my flavor. When I do make it, I do want to come up with on my own brand of hookah. You understand what I'm saying? The actual hookah and the actual flavors and all that. But we'll get to that later. The point of the matter is, in quarantine, and I went through some heartbreaks. And I developed this hookah addiction because I had a hookah in my house. I never really smoked it because I was always at work. Now I'm smoking hookah every day, going through heartbreaks, right? But let's get to that later. So I get with this guy. His name's KT, and he's a good guy. He's like, "Yo, I want you to do music, whatever, to be my manager." And I remember he went to the studio, and we in Brooklyn. This shit is probably the roughest, toughest part of Brooklyn. Niggas ain't smiling over here. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We in the studio, same studio Pop Smoke recorded it actually. 5v4, I think. We was in there, whatever. And the nigga had the verse, and I said, "Where's the chorus?" He said, Ain't no chorus." I said, "What the fuck you mean ain't no chorus, nigga? Give me 5 minutes, nigga." That's the chorus. Then he went and said, he said, "Yo, you a writer?" I said, "Yeah, I'm a writer, nigga." You know what I'm saying? Niggas see me now, they don't see the version of me before. They don't see the other variants. Because there's many Feta variants there are. Many Feta variants, right? So basically, I get with him and then we get with this other guy, YOLO Zone, right? YOLO Zone, crazy ass gang banging nigga, right? Crazy nigga. Niggas from Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? Niggas don't be smiling or nothing, right? And we get together, we make this song, right? And at the time, KT's trying to do my ad-libs, but he can't match my vibe, right? Because I'm a different nigga. I listen to Money Man and all these different niggas, A Boogie, a lot of different things, and Lil Baby. And not to say I'm like these guys, but it's like a similar thing, right? That's just one of my styles. It's one of my variants. We'll get to that later, right? So we in the studio, and the records didn't come out well, right? We did like 2, 3 records, right? Probably the worst records I ever made before, right? Then we come back with a second batch, right? Because I figured it out, right? This is the time in my life where I was attracted to somebody and we were talking and somebody else intervened and kind of messed up the situation. And, I went through a few heartbreaks during quarantine. So I started rapping about it, right? So the album I end up calling this album Project Spanglish. Got a lot of negative reviews, right? So the niggas, when they first hear me, this nigga was in the studio with me, said, nigga, I want to get on the song with you, you fire, da, da, da. But when I released my own project, niggas just like, oh, this shit is whack, da, 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 da. Cause niggas don't want to see you succeed. And niggas, I don't do SoundCloud. SoundCloud is cool, but I want to be on a platform everybody's used to and using. And if SoundCloud updated, I would use it more. So now I'm on the Instagram sharing stuff and get into music, right? So I recorded a song called Vibraciones, right? So you can look it up on Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, Vibraciones. It was with KTE, and he said, yo, this is fire, right? The chorus is in Spanish. I knew like maybe 50 words in Spanish, and I used them in my records, right? So at first they're like, we don't, what the fuck is this, right? This is Spanish, but then they start to gravitate towards. And I did a song called Sofrito, which is a Latin beat, but I don't say one goddamn word in Spanish, right? So it was more like a trap record, right? So everybody was gravitating towards that. It was me and KTE. Again, Sofrito. Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, Amazon Music, any platform I'm on it, just believe that. So I released that. No, I didn't release it. I just made it because I don't know how to release music at this time. So I made the song Vibraciones with KTE. And we did Dinero and we did Bea, right? And Bea was a hit record, right? So Bea, right, I was basically saying there's a beautiful girl cooking in my kitchen, right? When you say it in English, it don't sound sexy. But I said Bea cocinando, right? And somebody had to help me through that shit because they was like, you got to say it faster. Somebody, some Dominican was teaching me, like, Bea cocinando. I was like, Bea cocinando. I kept going over it, like, and that's when I was like diving into the Spanish a little bit more. So I had 4 records. They were smashes, banging. So Frito Vibraciones. But then the final record comes, right? Because I'm talking to this nigga. He said, you rap too much. He said, you saying too much words. You trying to rap too much. This generation is simple. Just do simple shit. So he said, you need to be on some 21 Savage beat. Like, you still kill it, but just chill. So I typed in 21 Savage beat, and the beat comes up. And I write this song that everyone loves. It's called Banco, which means bank in Spanish. But everybody don't know what the fuck it means. And not everybody understood the record at first, right? Well, at the time, I think after I finished Banco, I finished 20 records, right? There's some other records in between. And then the nigga says, yo, you can release music from your phone now. From music. I said, what? I'm gonna release an album tonight. And I recorded Banco on Christmas, right? And I told everybody, JL, KTO, come up. They said, nah, it's Christmas. But you know I'm single, I ain't got no kids and nothing. So I'm like, I'm grinding, nigga. I'm out here, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? My parents don't live out here, nigga. We recording this record, right? I recorded it by myself. It became a smash hit. Now everybody didn't understand the record at first. But then that's the importance of visuals. So I did the video for Banco, which is on YouTube right now, BANCO, Fendi Feta Banco, right? And everybody loves it. They start to understand it because I get into my character. And shout out Tsunami Blaze because he said, listen, you gotta, who you are in real life, you need to portray that not just in your music, but in the videos. So then I made the song Banco and everybody's going crazy. You understand what I'm saying? It was a beautiful feeling. I love it. This energy surging through my body like I got an infinity stone. Every time I make a video, it's feel like I got another infinity stone, like on my arm, like when Thanos was getting powerful. Like I just felt powerful and the surging. So it was beautiful. And then that's the start of my career, and I released Project Spanglish, but I got a lot of negative feedback. But the album Project Spanglish is basically me embracing the Latin culture from my perspective of dating Latin women. There's no disrespect to black females at all. I've dated black women my whole life. But in quarantine, there were some Spanish women that I had dated, or some women that I dated previously that I reflected on, because I had nothing but time on my hands. And my mind is like I'm an overthinker. And I'm smoking hookah and we chilling. These are friends. These are, you know, people I'm hanging out with. And the music comes out. And I had an intro. My intro is called Soy Dominicano. And everybody was like, Dominicans is mad at me because you trying to be Dominican. No, I'm not trying to be Dominican. They when the video came out, they embraced it more. But when they heard the song, they're like, "What the fuck is wrong with this nigga?" Right? And then the black people like, "Yo, you don't like black women? Da da da. You praising Spanish? There's nothing about that. I'm talking about my life. Now, if every rapper talked about their life, music would be different. But I don't do the drill rap and popping guns and shit. We did all that, but we're not gonna dwell on. I'm gonna talk about what I just did during quarantine, and that's how I'm probably Spanglish. I went through a heartbreak.